It's Monday, March 30th, 2026. Hey everyone, what a day. A lot of news today. Check out, man, this is unreal. Mixed action for stocks as Treasury yields retreat on Jerome Powell commentary. Peace in the Middle East, Iran, North Korea, Russia. What's going on? Is this World War III? So tell me what you think. Leave comments below, people. What a day. What a day. So just going over the geopolitical news here real quick. So stocks, they tanked, and now stock indexes are mixed in afternoon trading. It's around 3:30 here on Monday afternoon. Treasury yields retreated. Jerome Powell noted that while central banks are tracking the recent surge in costs, its tools for addressing such supply-side shocks remain restricted. So they're becoming dovish, hawkish, who knows? U.S. and Israel forces pressed ahead with attacks on Iran today, while the United Arab Emirates issued multiple alerts, and Saudi Arabia and Kuwait reported numerous strikes by Iranian drones and missiles as the war in Iran enters its fifth week. My goodness. The Washington Post said the Pentagon is preparing for weeks of ground operations in Iran. About 3,500 sailors and Marines have arrived in the Middle East. President Trump told FT Financial Times on Sunday that he wants to take the oil in Iran and could seize the export hub of Karg Island, which would involve U.S. ground troops, and a mark on major escalation. My goodness, people. Is this end of days, end of times? Is this the book of Revelation playing out? The book of Daniel? The book of Matthew? Crude oil prices above $100, up 2% today to a 3-week high. Closure of the Straits of Hormuz. Just a quick video today, running about 2 minutes. A fifth of the world's oil and natural gas flows has choked off oil and gas flows due to Iran's attacks on shipping in the waterway and forced Gulf producers to cut output because they can't export from the region. My goodness. Iran is also seeking to control ship transit through the Strait of Hormuz, asking vessels to provide a list of crew and cargo, along with voyage details and bills of lading if they want to travel through. They run like a toll booth. Goldman Sachs again warns that crude prices could exceed 2008 record highs of $150 a barrel if flows through the Strait of Hormuz remains depressed through March. And we saw what happened after that back in 2008, the GFC, the Great Financial Crisis. International Energy Agency. So I read the geopolitics news every day for myself, and there's rumblings also too that the Houthis have joined in with Iran, and they're going to try to shut down collectively not only the Straits of Hormuz, but the Suez Canal, which another 12 to 15% of the world's oil transports through. Oh my goodness, Europe, Russia has shut down much of its oil production and shipment to Europe, which receives 98% of its oil. So, man, we got Brent, but that's not enough. Brent crude's not enough, and Europe could be, they're already showing economic depression and food cost, and that could shut down the entire, I know it sounds inflammatory, but it could shut down the entire industrial production of the G7 and G20. So here we go again. U.S. stock movers, software stocks are rebounding today after Friday's plunge. So ServiceNow is up 4%, Workday is up 3%, Datadog, Adobe and Autodesk are up 2%, Intuit and Salesforce are up. Cybersecurity stocks are in play, catching a bid. Palo Alto Networks, Okta and CrowdStrike, man, are up, and Fortinet are up 2%. Aluminum stocks, Alcoa and Century Aluminum and Kaiser, and man, it's just unreal. Chip makers again, weakness. Western Digital's down 5%. That's been a huge winning stock. So we shall see, people. Lamb Research and all that. So the chip stocks are, what's going on with chips? United Therapeutics is up 13%. So this is the news. I go over it every day. Cisco Foods is down 11%, agreeing to purchase Jetro Restaurants. So a little merger arbitrage there. And Boston Scientific is down 8% after Raymond James downgraded the stock. My goodness. So it's a lot of news to go over. We're in some very interesting times these days, people. And I just report the news. I'm just the messenger, and I trying to create a trading plan for myself. I have to say this, I don't give financial advice. So that's what CNN is reporting. I'm on a 3-day water fast too. I'm just consuming electrolyte. So I'm a little tired. So tomorrow evening I'll break fast. But I want to get producing those ketones, but not medical advice. So there's destruction of a U.S. radar aircraft may hamper the ability to spot Iran threats. It says here in CNN a recession is guaranteed, but when? 2008, when those oil market pumped at the end of that econometric cycle to 150, then we have the great financial crisis. So Mark Twain said it best that history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. The economy globally is under strain. An oil price shock could tip it over into recession. I would agree. If the Houthi shut down, you got Hamas and Hezbollah and Gaza Strip and Israel. Airport wait times plummet from hours to minutes as TSA workers start getting back pay. Thank goodness for that. So this is what's being reported on CNN. Let's look at Fox News real quick. So are we going to see a big ground war in the Middle East? NATO rift here on Fox News. Key U.S. ally blocks airspace to military flights over Iran, escalating the Trump standoff. So NATO and Europe and the EU, they're not getting any oil from Russia because of the Ukraine war. So people, things are getting real. It says Michigan synagogue was inspired. Man, we can't talk about that because it's not PC. Dems planning to avoid specific question. The Senate race. News on Newt Gingrich. And so Charlie Kirk, can't even talk about that. It's not PC. Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin and Zelensky, they're all meeting. Who knows, people? So that's what's going on there. So I don't run commercials on my channel, but as an astrophysicist, I recently published an ebook on Kindle that you can read for free. I'll put the links down below. AI Astrophysics 101, Your Guide to Decoding the Cosmos. Check out the links below. Modern telescopes are good, but AI meets astrophysics. So that's what we have. So what do we do? How do we survive this? It's one thing to complain about all the world events and the geopolitics, but creating solutions. So I do my own research, and then I publish my research in the form of ebooks, and then I provide solutions. So check out my links below. And then also too, let's check out the weather. I own an app that I created. It's agentic AI meets weather, and it's called weathermist.com. Here's the AI alert on weather mist. No active weather alerts at this time. Enjoy the pleasant conditions. Stay hydrated and wear sunscreen if you're outside. This is for northern Florida. 46% humidity. It's 81 degrees, but it feels like 83 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm using my app to track weather with agentic AI called weathermist.com. So look at this. So I just read the geopolitics, and then I'm like, if you stay with me to the end, I'm going to give you my trading plan. So let's look at Yahoo Finance. See what Yahoo Finance is. A lot of it's the same news story on Bitcoin, on the different news platforms. So let's see, 2 reasons oil prices are surging as Iran war enters a 5th week. The entrance of the Houthi militia group and renewed threats from President Trump drove oil prices north on Monday. I got 2 e-bikes that I ride, and I use photovoltaics or solar panels to recharge them, and they cover about 95% of my travel needs. So I'm not dependent on fossil fuels as much. Crypto stocks at big discounts and might be near a bottom. So I'm backing the truck up. Part of my trading plan is into BKCH, the blockchain ETFs. SpaceX news, chip stocks resume sell-off. Ducati's motorcycle sold out. Labor departments. News on Besant. So that's what we have. Trending tickers, Micron Technologies, Bullfrog AI up 142%. Bullfrog. Cisco Corporation, the food deal, Applied Digital stocks. I own stock in Applied Digital. It's off 14%. Not an investment advice, but I might sell a naked put on Applied Digital. Let's take a look at that. I'm doing my research for myself on my trading desk here live. So Applied Digital. Stay with me to the end. I transition into my trading plan. So BKCH is tanking off 7%. So I'm going to buy the dip in it. I think Bernstein is right. I mean, the stocks are way oversold. So let's look at IREN Limited. IREN, way oversold. Stock's 11%, so I might sell a put there. Say the $30 stock's trading at 31, so we might look at the 31 puts for IREN Limited. Coinbase is tanking. Big market cap in the crypto space and blockchain. Stock's off about 1%. Might sell a put there on Coinbase. Applied Digital, APLD. Open the montage on it. Look at this, off 14%. I might sell a put to open there. Let's see, they expire in 3 days. So, man, the $20 puts on Applied Digital are up 300%, 311% to 80 cents. So I might, sell a $20 put and then go 20% on their market, props, purchase the, $16 put to create a spread. So that's on Applied Digital, people. So crypto stocks are heating up, oversold. Applied Digital. Bitminer Technologies, BMNR, might sell a put there too to open. Got about a half hour to place these trades. So let's see. Bitminer's off about 3%. And TeraWulf, let's look at TeraWulf. I'm going through this crypto space and looking at these stock shares. Crypto TeraWulf, man, it's off 11%. Let's look at the just out of the money puts on TeraWulf. They expired 2 April. They're up huge, up 160%, the $13 strike. So I might sell a put there for 52 cents and then purchase the $11 put. So just looking at my trade, I'm on my trading desk here and I read the news to try to stay relevant, and then I formulate a trading plan. Riot platform. They're in Castle Rock, Colorado. Their stock's off 10%, might sell a put there too. So I'm backing the truck up into the crypto stocks. Cipher Mining, Core Scientific, and Bitfarm. I believe that Bernstein is right, suggest trying to call the bottom. So I don't try to call the bottom, but I'd like to accumulate assets when they're oversold and they have the greatest negative weighted alpha. Running about 15 minutes. So I've been backing the truck up, purchasing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. XRP is 100% downtrend, and so is Bitcoin. And then along with BKCH and Block, BLOK. So that's my trading plan for today, just monitoring the news like everyone else, trying to get through this water fast. I'm a little cathartic, so I got to hold tight, make sure I hydrate and drink all my electrolytes. I want to get deep into ketosis and then shed off the rest of this 20 pounds of excess weight that I have. So pray for me. BKCH, blockchain ETFs. What are we going to do, people? Big tech. Let's see the stocks that are off the most. Applied, let's see. Little merger arbitrage. I like Applied Digital off 14% the most. Most active is NVIDIA. Intel off 5%, the chip stocks. Micron Tech. Might sell a put on Micron. And then Snap Inc. We were talking about that the other day. It looked perhaps oversold for a decent option trade. So NASDAQ 100 speeds up, man. IPO inclusion. Stock slide on oil fears. So that's what we have, people. That's my trading plan for today. Buying the dippy dip, selling puts on the blockchain, cryptocurrency space, buying back in the dip up. I got 10 baskets, that I own. So silver bullion is up, gold bullion is up. Sold 80% of my bags of silver at the parabola. So now I'm accumulating Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, plus looking at the Applied Digital puts at the $20 strike. So that's what I have for today. Check out the links below. Again, my ebook on astrophysics. And then check out my weather app, for tornadoes and hurricanes and floods and tsunamis and locusts and dust storms if you're in the Middle East for dust. So Applied Digital, people, is it oversold? Is Bernstein right? Leave comments below and tell me what you think. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day, and let the trend be your friend. Thanks.